In this time of the year, Mwingi area is experiencing the wrath of the sun that chars even the tiniest of crawling insects on the ground, and water shortage is a blatant vexed issue that residents have been forced to deal with as long as they can remember. People living on the base of the new hills can be likened to the biblical Israelites who drank of the water from the rock that gushed after Moses struck it in the wilderness. It is a blessing in disguise. The harsh conditions notwithstanding, the new hills have never turned away their generosity toward the locals, neither have the springs been as deceptive brooks as the former chairman of Molokai Water Project, Daniel Ngei, expounds.
Na hii maji kutoka enzi za mababu huko zamani za kale huwa hayaishi kutoka Januari mpaka Januari hayaishi.
According to the sentiments from the residents, water from the springs of Nuhu is the greatest gift given to them by their gods. That's why it should be always protected from any form of interference in order to keep the gods happy and the water flowing.
Wanyama wanaruhusiwa wafike huko juu mahali maji yanatoka ambayo haifai kuwa namna hiyo. Kwa hivyo tunaomba serikali ya Kitui County kupitia kwa governor wetu kama inawezekana na kupitia kwa mheshimiwa MCA wapandia New Ward kama inawezekana, tunaomba kama wananchi tusaidiwe hii eneo iwe fenced, ndio wao wanyama waache ukanyanga huku na watu ambao hawahitajiki kwa hii eneo la maji wasiwe wanaruhusiwa kuingia.
Water from the springs on the hill is said to be benefiting more than 30,000 residents of New Ward alongside more than 50,000 animals after it was successively tapped few kilometers from the source, piped and supplied to the locals by an NGO. The water is also benefiting several institutions like schools, including New Health Center. Little known to the people of Mola, where the new springs are found, the mountainous terrain and the ever-springing streams provide an attractive site for local tourists, adding up to thousands of tourist sites found in Nairobi, much less be around the country.
This is a beautiful country with an amazing spectrum of places and things that you could do. Tourism is not about national parks alone. It's about going to the lake, going to a mountain, going to a river, going for a hike.
Speaking during a meeting with tourism stakeholders in Nairobi, the Cabinet Secretary for Tourism, Najib Balala, advised that the sector must change the product and improve on service offered to visitors streaming in the country.
The client does not come to Kenya because of a good hotel bed. They come because of a holistic experience. And it has to start from the airport to the taxi driver to the bouncer at the hotel, but also what do they do outside the hotel so that they can be able to interact with the city and the urban life and the nightlife.
According to the CS, Kenya has not lived to her expectations in terms of tourist arrivals and revenue generated from the sector, despite the fact that 2018 is prognosticated to be a sector's game changer.
So what is the future of Kenya's tourism? We used to say that we want 3 million tourist arrival, 200 billion to be our revenue, but we haven't achieved yet.
The vexed issue of insecurity, which has been troubling the tourism sector in Kenya for a while now, can now be remembered as what has gone by. Now there remains 4 things, according to CS Balala, that must be addressed in order to revolutionize the sector, and they include product, marketing, investment, and infrastructure. Brian Itava, KUTV News.